check showed up out of nowhere in her damn mailbox. $900 check out of nowhere, totally unexpected, showed up. This is what we're going to talk about today. Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy Hbics. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you're all doing fabulous. I hope you're all choosing to be the versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. I hope that's what you're doing. I am on my way home from being back home to where, I originally came from. That sounded weird. Regardless, I'm on my way home to where I live now. You don't care. I know you don't care because I wouldn't care. So, we had in our channel membership last night, and I'm referring to the exclusive lives channel membership of mine. That is the group where we only talk success stories and tips and tricks only, no circumstances. And first of all, clearly we talk about successes every single week. And every single week, so this is every Tuesday, someone comes in, someone as in more than one, obviously. So some people, a few, show up with amazing successes. And, let alone the shifts and, expansion of awareness as well. And those count. Those count. In my world, they count. So my point in saying this is, first of all, if you need encouragement, if you would love to be around a group of people who is concerned with the same shit regarding conscious manifestation as you might be, I really think you should take a look at our exclusive live channel membership. We meet every single week, no less than an hour, literally every week. And it's an inspiring group because if you, like I said, if you need encouragement or, maybe you have doubts regarding manifestation, then join that group, okay? Because your doubts are going to have their asses kicked in that group. Just saying. And this video isn't about selling you my channel membership. It doesn't matter because I'll make a video about it anyway, so here we are. But anyway, we had one of our lovely Hbics bring up the fact that, she was financially in a place where there, was like $20 left in her account, and she had, like everybody has, up some bills to pay, right? She's running a household, had bills to pay, needed money for this or that, and like the next day, literally a check out of nowhere for $900 shows up in her checking account or whatever account. No, in her mailbox. Jesus, Kim, in her mailbox. But why am I saying all this? Because I think that some of us out there in the world who are maybe newer to manifestation, we hear stories like that, and if you're anything like my old self, maybe the thought just came to you like, okay, but where did that check come from? And then because I'm not gonna lie to you, as I'm sitting here, I can't remember where the check came from. I don't remember what she said. It's irregardless. It was a check she was not expecting. Okay, but I know some of you were wondering where that check came from. And let's just say, for the sake of conversation, I told you that check came from her insurance company. Came from an insurance company. Some of you would automatically think, well, that doesn't count because that would have happened anyway. That was going to happen anyway. And if you are that person that thinks that way, well, that would have just happened anyway. All right, that's regular life. That was due to happen. Or if I had said it was some kind of a refund, like a tax refund, you would have probably thought, well, that was going to happen anyway. Just getting a tax return. That happens all the time. Refunds happen all the time. You are the people that concern me. I say that with love. But you are. Because, number one, I used to have that same attitude. I used to think the same way. If someone was sharing somewhere that something amazing happened, they had a manifestation success, I would need to know all the details of that success so I could judge if that really counted as a manifestation success, because I was stupidly in the awareness of thinking, okay, out here is day-to-day life. Manifestations have to pop in poof out of nowhere like magic. They had to be magic, something special, something out of the ordinary that doesn't count as real life, as regular life. Those are what count for manifestation. So like if somebody's manifesting an appearance change, it only counts, this is how I used to think, okay? It only counts as a manifestation if that appearance change happens in 24 hours. So if somebody was manifesting weight loss and they went on a weight loss journey, my old dumb ass would look at that and say, well, that doesn't count. Anybody can go on a weight loss journey. That doesn't count as manifestation. And God forbid if someone said, well, they were going to have weight loss surgery, or back then, I don't think GLP-1s were a thing, but like pills and medication you could get from your doctor were. And I would have that mentality of, well, that doesn't count. You went to the doctor and got help. That's regular life. That's not manifestation. Oh my God. First of all, yes, it is. Okay. So irregardless of where that check came from, that was manifestation. It was manifestation. I left out the most important part where she was, when she noticed that her bank account didn't have the funds that she preferred, she reminded herself of who the hell she is. She remembers. She remembered. Wait a minute. I don't struggle for money. That's not who I am. Blah, 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 blah. Boom. Check shows up. You see, why am I telling you all of this? Because it is that fucked up attitude of, well, those things don't count. Those don't count as manifestations. They're regular life. Bitch, you're manifesting your entire reality experience. Everything is a manifestation. Having the attitude that only certain things count as manifestation is probably one of the largest reasons why you don't see the things you want in your reality, because you can't see them, because you are so blinded by still showing up as the identity of someone who has restrictions, conditions on your own self and your own reality. You've set stupid conditions. You're shutting out, you're filtering out probably beautiful things happening in your world all the damn time. But you're so blinded by the filter of, well, that's just regular life. That does not count as manifestation. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. It's regular life. That's not enough proof for me that it was manifestation. Really? Every moment of your existence is manifestation. Everything around you, manifestation. Every single thing you see is the reflection of your awareness. Everything is, not just some things, not just the things that you're feeling like they might count as manifestation. You are blinding yourself. And there is that saying that, a lot of the things that we're choosing to consciously manifest, they're really sitting right in front of us, but we just can't see them based on the filter that we are looking out at reality through, which is your identity, which is the who you believe you are. So if you're someone who has 90% of your world shut out because it doesn't count as manifestation, you don't see that things are rearranging and changing for you right literally right now. Literally right now. honestly, you are the source for your own reality bubble. So I can't make you view reality the way I think you should, right? Because I'm not the boss of your reality. You're not the boss of mine. But the moment I figured out that I was doing that I didn't realize that I was shutting things off and deciding they didn't count as manifestation because they're regular life, they would have happened anyway. I didn't realize how I was limiting myself. But once that dawned on me that I'm picking and choosing what gets to count, not only was I viewing reality completely wrong, I was conditioning, I was filtering, I was shutting shit down on myself. I was limiting myself. And that's the paradox, aka the key of manifestation, is realizing that yourself, your own awareness is the only thing limiting you. It is the only thing that's preventing you from experiencing the things you want. Your own fucking mindset. So how do you view reality? Are there certain things that don't seem to count because they would have just happened anyway? Is that how you see reality? Because if it is, limit. You're a limited bitch. Boop, boop, limited bitch. I know that's harsh, right? I'm feeling super sassy today. But you're a limited bitch. Stop limiting yourself. Well, how do I just do that? By changing your attitude. That would help. That would be a big help. Who do you think you are right now? Right now in this moment. Before you clicked on this video, how were you perceiving reality around you? Is it the same old reality where nothing's changing? You can't seem to get the things you want. You're still not in the relationship you want to be. You're still financially, let's say struggling. You hate your job. You can't stand your coworkers. Your family members bug the shit out of you and they're still showing up as turds. Okay? Were you perceiving your reality that way and then wondering why? Nothing's changing. Well, I wonder fucking why. You're not. You're not allowing it to. You're requesting that your reality stay the exact same. You are. You're putting a request order in. And not only are you putting that request order, come on, buddy, snooze, you lose. You're putting in that request order of please don't let anything change for me because I still want to be a limited bitch. You're then also on purpose choosing to block your own damn vision, your own perception of reality. And deciding that manifestation isn't working. And all along, you were the only one holding the power to completely change that and to flip your world on its head. I talked about this the other day in one of my channel memberships. And I did say one of, because I have 3. If you're new to my channel, well, first of all, how you doing? I'm Kimberly, and yes, I am always sassy and sarcastic because it brings me joy. It brings me joy. Okay, puts me in a good mood. Sarcasm does. Okay? But I love everything consciousness. I like getting what I want, and I'm assuming you feel the same way. That's why you're watching manifestation content. Or you just really liked my AI created thumbnail. Okay? Because I'm not that artistically talented. It's AI. But the rest of me ain't. So if you're new, why don't you hit subscribe and let's be friends and let me know in the comments below. And if I see your comment, you will hear back from me. Yes, you will. I'd like to know who my new friends are, but this is full of sass because I just had a caffeinated beverage. Just saying. And yeah, I have 3 channel memberships. I have 3. I think the best, because it's the bang for your buck, the best bang for your buck is to join the VIP Advanced Manifestors. because that group gives you automatic access to all of the channel memberships and all of the replays, as in all the content, all the channel membership meetings that you missed, you have access to the replays of it. Okay? That's why I always talk about the VIP, the Advanced Manifestors. That's the group where we deep dive conscious manifestations, where we're reading all the books and expanding our awareness, all that kind of shit. And then there's the hot seat. That's a hot seat group. You can get into the hot seat and ask me anything you want. It's like a 10 to 15 minute coaching call with me. But my point, there was a point that I was starting to say. And you know what? I am not going to lie to you. I have forgotten the point of why was I referring to that channel membership. Damn it all, Kim. And I had no intention of editing this video, so you are going along the ride of me trying to remember why. And I don't. So let's move on to, I don't know, let me yell at you for something else. Let me think. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like yelling. Did you just see that? Okay. Did you just see that? Sons of bitches. Pretty color, though. All right. Stop limiting yourself through your ass backward thinking. Okay? We did a live stream the other day, and there were some, I think, newer people who came to join us. And they were talking so much shit about themselves, not realizing that they are their own cause of their own misery. Of their own misery. The last thing you ever want to do, in all seriousness, the last thing you ever want to do is keep complaining and talking shit about your own life, let alone about yourself. What good does it do to have you talk about your love life as if it's always in the toilet, how it never works for you, how you feel like you're going to be an SP manifester for the rest of your life, all those things? What good does that do you? Nothing. And by the way, I only use that examples because it was something that bothered me. I didn't want to be an SP manifester anymore. And if you're feeling like that, good, then stop being one. Stop being an SP manifester. Instead, know yourself to be the you that doesn't have to do that anymore, because you have whatever you want, and you know that your world is changing right now as you're sitting here. Your world is changing to benefit you, so that maybe you will start to notice how things really are changing, and that you are a completely different version of yourself, that you allow yourself to see through, let's say, the veil, that life is going the way you want, and that everything around you, you benefit from. There is nothing against you out here. Nothing. Your reality, your world conspires to your benefit in every single moment. Every moment. Who do you know yourself to be as you're watching this? Someone still waiting? Someone still assuming this is never going to work? Or someone who finally gets it? I can have whatever the hell I want. I can have it all. There's no such thing as not being able to have it all in every area of your life. Yes, you can. You are awake, and you found this video to serve as your reminder that you can have, I mean it, you can have whatever you want. And the only reason why you might not have what you want right now, maybe it's because how you would describe yourself in reality. So take a look at that, why don't you? So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.
One thing about a girl like me, I'm a head BARB. One thing about a girl like me, I'm the HB.